Okay, so welcome to another segment of the project for Barkmanns Corner. As you can see, I just set out a little bit of the project just to see what, just to show you what we've accomplished so far. This was the hedgerow that we did a couple segments ago. This was the one I started last night. I started on this corner. As you can see, it's really starting to take shape. We're still missing a replaceable section here. That's going to be the focus of this segment. I did throw on a model of a Panzer IV just so you could see what scale this is in, and how you can see the hedgerows are clearly above the tank, which is something I was trying to achieve. So mission accomplished there. I did do a replaceable section last night, so right here you can see the section is intact and mirrors the same coloration that we had for this hedgerow here. There is no rock base on this one. It's really difficult to get the rock base on a popsicle stick, so I've chosen not to put it on there. Then it just slides right in, and you can see it blends seamlessly. So it works. It does move between. Although I think I'm going to just to keep the realistic effect, I think I'm actually going to model them specifically for the sections rather than have them all over. I'm going to have enough to fill them all, so I don't really need to move them around anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to build one of the replaceable sections, and then later on tonight I will do another segment and I'll show you how to do the gapped section. So I'm just going to get rid of these. Carefully replace my tank over here. There we go. Before I do that, I'm actually going to just recap or show you some of the other work that I've done. You can see here that I've actually got the roads painted. I'm going to do a whole road segment, so this road and the dirt roads. So just bear with me on the techniques that I used to do that. Basically, it was just a heavy dry brush of light gray, and then I came back over with just a homemade ink, and then I just used paper towel to actually blotch off the sections. Some sections are a little heavier and darker than others, but overall I think it achieves a nice effect. It's got the worn look. Also in the works I have, I chose to just show you what, this is the finished dried rock. This is obviously wet, pasty rock that needs to dry, so you can just see your rock should look like that, and that's perfectly fine, and it will end up looking like that. So it's got a ways to go yet to dry, but probably a few hours, or maybe by the morning it'll be good to go and ready for foliage, and I'll show you the process of doing that a little later. You've already seen it, but maybe I'll do another one just to show how the technique works. I think that's about it. I do have right here drawing a section of where the breakthrough is. So as you can see, the tank will climb through this area and go right through the breakthrough. So it's a ways off from being complete, but we'll see what we can do. Here I've actually done the rock on the popsicle stick. Very difficult. I had a little trouble with that. I actually had to come back in with smaller stones to fill the gaps, and I had to use, not only did I have to use the white glue, I also had to use hot glue just to get that to stick. So you can see the foundation's pretty neat, and I've actually chosen to eliminate 2 pegs. Originally I had 4, but for the breakthroughs I found that there wasn't enough space, so I went down to 2 pegs, and I'll show you how to do that once I get one complete. Now on to making a replaceable section. I'll bring up what we have, and I will grab my my sticks, my popsicle stick with the stakes on it. Just going to do a test fit to make sure that this one fits in nicely. Doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Okay, so that slides in and comes back out. Now, what I found from doing the first one last night is the stakes on the bottom do not need to be the full length. So I actually clipped them off to about 1/4 of an inch. And they seem to stay in place a little bit easier. As you can see, slid in a lot nicer. And these need to be trimmed down like the other ones to about 1 inch. So just clip those off. And there we go. A little shorter. Okay. So that's going to go in there. Now what we need to do is get our mix. I keep my piece handy because I do a lot of checking. I'll get a bit on, I'll fit it in, get a bit on, fit it in, and it keeps you, if you do make a mistake or you see that you need to change something, you can do it on the fly as opposed to getting it all done and finding that it doesn't work.